At every global forum, India has always condemned terrorism in all its forms. Recently, India began its term as an elected member of the UN Security Council with the stated objective of raising its voice against this enemy of humanity. Speaking at a special flag installation ceremony, the country's permanent representative to the UN, Tirumurti, asserted that India will use its term on the UN Security Council to bring inclusive solutions to the matters of global peace and security. Our report.
The new year marks a new beginning for India at the Global Forum. India starts its term as a non-permanent member of the powerful 15-nation UN organ for the 2021-2022 term. After a brief ceremony of flag installation, country's permanent representative to UN, T.S. Tirumurti, restarted India's commitment to raise voice against terrorism. He said that India will not shy away from raising voice against the common enemies of humanity like terrorism. The country will use its tenure on the UN Security Council to bring human-centric and inclusive solutions to matters of global peace and security. He further added that peacekeeping, peace-building, maritime security, women and youth, especially in conflict situations, and technology with a human face will receive India's attention while on the 15-nation council.
We will use our tenure to bring human-centric and inclusive solutions to matters of international peace and security. India will be a voice for the developing world. We will not shy away from raising our voice against the common enemies of humanity like terrorism. Peacekeeping, peace building, maritime security, women and youth, especially in conflict situations, and technology with a human face will receive our attention while on the Council.
In June, New Delhi had declared that India will strive to achieve a concrete and result-oriented action at the Security Council for an effective response to international terrorism. India has been asked to chair 3 important committees of the Security Council, which includes Taliban Sanctions Committee, Counter-Terrorism Committee, and the Libyan Sanctions Committee.
I'm happy to announce that India has been asked to chair 3 important committees of the Security Council, which include the Taliban Sanctions Committee, Counter-Terrorism Committee, and the Libyan Sanctions Committee.
Now, as a non-permanent member, India could push for an effective response to global terrorism, abuse of information and technology by terrorists, disrupting their nexus with sponsors, lowering the flow of terror financing, and strengthening the cooperation with other multinational forums. It could work to enhance global action against countries which are safe havens for terrorists by seeking the streamlining of the process of putting sanctions on terrorists and terrorist entities. And to achieve this, India needs to work for depoliticization of the process of sanctioning, as there is no justification of any act of terrorism.
It is a very good opportunity for India to pursue the agenda of a Comprehensive Convention of International Terrorism, CCIT, which has been proposed to the United Nations by the country many decades back. Somehow this has not been able to gain momentum. And due to this, there is also prevalence of cross-border terrorism, proxy terrorism, particularly by Pakistan, which has been waged in India and in other countries such as Afghanistan as well. By pursuing the CCIT, I think India can really make a difference in countering terrorism across the globe.
India can now more strongly call on the international community to take verifiable actions against terror outfits operating in Pakistan and urge its neighbor to introspect about why it is universally acknowledged as the international epicenter of terrorism as well as a safe havens for terrorists. India's suggestions in UN should be responded positively as it remains a victim of cross-border terrorism for decades. As when the issue of terrorism is being raised by India in the Security Council, hundreds of armed terrorists are waiting across the line of control to infiltrate into Jammu and Kashmir.